Hey guys, how you doing? We're back again here today with another J-11 video. The J-11, once again, for anyone who isn't aware, is a Chinese licensed reproduction of the Sukhoi 27. We're going to be taking it out today and seeing how many guys we can kill. I will be flying this on my server. I will talk about that in the comment section below. If you're interested in the server, I'll give you some brief information in there. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Do a quick runway check here. Everything looks clear. Yep, everything's good. Alright, let's get onto the runway. Alright, and stick back, gears and flaps. Excellent. We'll go burner off now, turn off the nav lights, turn on the EO system. You can see on the data link there, I don't know if you saw that, it just disappeared, but there was a target off in front of us.
Первый. Обнаружена цель 009. Удаление 40 на 500. Дистанция не меняется.
Now there was definitely a guy out here. There was a small blip on the data link. So we're just going to come out here and see if we can find anything. It's possible he reduced his altitude and that's why I can't see him anymore.
124. Первый. Обнаружена новая цель. 134. Удаление 40.
You can see him on the data link down there.
Дистанция не меняется. 124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 140. Удаление 90 на 12 тысяч. Сближайтесь.
So he was cold, so I probably won't find him, but you know, there's another guy coming hot. You can see him at the top right of the data link there.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 148. Удаление.
We got 3 targets out here. 2 in front. One looks like he's behind us to the what looks like our 7 or 8 o'clock. Alright, I'm being locked up by somebody.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 137. 90. На 13 тысяч. Сближайтесь.
Alright, there's kind of a lot of guys in front of me, and I don't like my chances here. Yep, there's that missile launch. We're gonna turn cold. Just get out of here. I'm not gonna fight three guys. You gotta know when to fight and when to run.
Pull up. Pull up.
Alright, so now that we're turning cold, remember that guy that was on our 7 or 8 o'clock? We'll probably be able to find him out here somewhere. He looks like he's probably in that mountain line over there, which is where I'm headed anyway, because I can hide from the guys behind me in the mountains over there. And ideally, I might be able to find that guy if he hasn't been shot down already. I think we're clear from behind.
Springfield 1-1. Sakuni, clear to taxi to runway 12.
Looks like he's still in the mountains. You can see him on data link down there.
124. Первый.
Got him on my HUD.
Обнаружена новая цель. 162. Удаление 35. На 500. Дистанция не меняется.
I'm holding him in TWS mode here as we get closer. I lost him because he probably dipped under the mountaintop there. So we're just going to get over this mountain and see if we can find him again.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Первый. Обнаружена новая цель. 349. Удаление.
There he is. I'm radar off.
500. Дистанция не меняется.
Going to use the electro-optical system.
Первый. Обнаружена новая цель. 141. Удаление 50. На 1000. Дистанция не меняется.
Okay, there he is. I have him locked up. We have radar lock. I have R27ER selected. That's Fox 1.
124. Первый. Цель рядом.
And that's a splash. Splash 1. Alright, so our rear is clear now. We still had what looked like 3 guys coming from behind us now, so we're gonna try to go for them. Alright, so I'm hoping that in this mountain cover here they may have lost me, at least on their radar, and I might be able to pop out and start another sneak attack. See him on data link, top left corner.
Springfield 1-4. Sakuni, clear to taxi to runway 12.
Okay, looks like I'm once again being locked up. It's that guy off to my 11 o'clock. I have somebody on radar here. I'm high PRF, so I can pick up hot targets. The guy who's locking me, I have him on TWS.
Первый. Обнаружена цель. 133. Удаление 90. На 500. Сближайтесь.
I have launch authorization, but I don't want to fire right now.
Первый. Обнаружена новая цель. 129. Удаление 40. На 500. Дистанция не меняется.
Okay, so he had missile launch. Not sure what happened. His missile lost me, obviously. He's probably low. So as I came into the mountain line here, he probably lost me. That's my theory. We'll find out in the TAC view afterwards. That guy that locked me up, he is now off to my 3 o'clock. I'm gonna turn on him. Got missile launch again.
124. Первый. Цель рядом.
Pull up.
Okay, we're gonna use a vertical scan here, see if we can pick him up. There he is, dropping flares. There he goes. Oh, looks like this guy's legging out a little bit. Alright, the leg helped him escape that missile. But we're still hot on his 6 o'clock here. He dipped behind the mountain. Gonna follow him in. I'm way too close, so I'm not worried about him turning around. There we go, got him locked up again. Now he knows he's in trouble here, so he's running for his life. And I'm gonna wait till I clear the top of this mountaintop.
124. Первый. Цель рядом.
And I'm gonna fire at him again because once he gets a little bit of altitude, he won't be able to drop behind a mountaintop to avoid the missile. So he looks kind of high enough there. I'm gonna give him an ER. Fox 1. Okay, there he goes. He's climbing.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 108.
Oh, he's diving.
Удаление 7. На 3000.
Missile missed.
Дистанция не меняется.
He looks like he's going fast, straight down. He's not going to be able to pull out of this one. He's not pulling out. There's no way. There's no way. Oh. Alright, so that's a maneuver kill. That's 2 for us today so far.
Springfield 1-4. Secondly, clear to taxi to runway 12.
Now you can see on the data link there's a guy really close, but I think he's high and he's not putting his radar
Pull
down
up.
far enough, so he can't see me.
Pull up.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is go for these guys off in front instead. That looks like a ground target, probably a friendly that I have locked up, so I'm going to unlock him. We got 2 targets, one target off in front of us here, one behind us high, who doesn't see us. So I'm going to go for the targets of opportunity here from behind. See if I can dust this guy off quick before I turn around and take care of the guy behind me. The only reason I'm doing this is because I don't think he sees me yet. He doesn't know where I am. He knows I'm out there somewhere, but he doesn't know I'm directly under him. So he's having trouble finding me.
124. Первый. Цель рядом.
Okay, somebody's got me locked up. That's 2 targets in front of us. Close formation, looks like 2 Hornets. I have the left guy locked up, and that was an ET I fired off. That's a Fox 2. And the Fox 2 hit the right guy, locked onto the wrong target, but still a kill, so that's 3. Here's another missile for this guy. This is a Fox 2 as well, an ET. He saw his buddy just explode, he's going defensive.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 2.
Let's splash on him as well.
Удаление 5. На 500. Дистанция не меняется.
Alright, that's 4 kills. Close formation at 2 Hornets, also down. We're having a good day today, boys. Alright, let's see if we can get that whoever was behind us and high. Let's see if we can find him. I'm back in EO mode. Radar off. He's directly in front of me, probably high. I'm gonna stay at scan zone 0 here for a second. Gonna go to 1. Try vertical scan. I had him there for a second. Okay, there he is. 12 o'clock high. Oh, I can see him. We're really close. I might be able to get guns on him. No, he's too far. Okay. Gonna hit him with a missile. Gonna switch out of guns then. I don't want to risk it. And here's R73 Fox 2. Splash. That's 5. That's 5 kills. I believe that's what it takes to be an ace. Ace in one flight. That looked like an F-15.
Один, 1-9. Лосюга. Разрешаю руление на полосу 1-5.
Обнаружена цель. 1-5-1. Удаление 170 на 500. Дистанция не меняется.
Alright, so, you know, pushing the scan zone down, up, and I have radar on high pulse repetition frequency, just looking around. I didn't find anything, so I'm just going to turn the radar off.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Keep the electro-optical system up.
Pull
There
up.
is a target. You can see him
Pull
off
up.
on the top right
Pull up.
corner of the data link. But you can see I also got something off in front of me here. And it looks like it's a target on the ground. This is a friendly air base. So more than likely this is a friendly, so I'm obviously not just going to shoot blindly.
Springfield 1-3. Secondly, clear to taxi to runway 12.
But it could possibly be a hostile that landed at this airport because he was confused. So we're just going to get close here and see if we can make visual confirmation of friend or foe. What is this? Look at this. Look at this.
Pull up.
He just took off. There he
Pull
goes. You
up.
see that?
Pull up.
Right behind us. There he goes.
Pull
What is
up.
that?
Over G. Over G. Over G. Over G. Over G. Over G.
I think I'm like 90% sure that's a friendly, but I just want to be absolutely certain.
Over G. Over G.
Yep, that's a MiG-21. Okay, that's a friendly. He's clear to continue. Yeah, and the data link also confirms him as friendly. Alright, so we're back to electro-optical mode. There was that target off in the top left corner. We're gonna go see if we can get him.
120.
Two targets.
Первый.
Pull up.
Обнаружена цель. 147. Удаление 120.
Pull up.
На 3000.
Alright, two targets
Дистанция
bring
не меняется.
140. They're pretty far out. Gonna stay low and hope they're not scanning low enough. See if we can get close. Fighting Americans over the water is always risky. You don't have many places to hide. So you gotta be extra cautious in the fights that you choose to pick. Because they definitely have an advantage. Especially with their superior radars.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 148. Удаление 90. На 7000. Сближайтесь.
So yeah, with those superior radars, they definitely have a big advantage over the water. So we got to be careful here. Still hoping they don't see me.
Pull up. Pull
It looks like the one guy on the left does have me on radar though. But he's not responding, like he's not committing to me, so it's possible. There's a third target behind them. They are absolutely pouring it on. There's 3 guys coming in here. Okay, he's got me locked up. He sees me. This is not going to be like all the other fights. Okay, I'm locked up. They clearly were scanning low enough. And I'm going to turn and get out of here. I am not fighting 3 guys here today over the water. That's not going to happen.
Pull up.
Alright, now I am close, which means it's a little dangerous for me right now.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 151. Удаление 90. На 5000. Сближайтесь.
Now I'm kind of in a bad position here because if I try to turn around, the fact that they have me on radar there, they don't have me locked up, but they are scanning the correct areas. As I try to turn around, they're going to have a major advantage. I'm predicting them to be about 20 nautical miles out, I think. At most they're about 40, but I just don't really want to risk it. I want to pull back to that mountain area, see if I can drag them in there and fight them. But it looks like there's 2 guys directly behind me.
1-3. Дайте курс на ближайшую цель.
And I can't see them visually. I'm still combat effective though, so I don't want to just give up. We might be able to at least get one of them. I think we're up to 5 kills if I remember correctly. So it would be nice to get a 6th here today. So the one guy has committed away from me. He is offsetting off to my right here.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 153. Удаление 120. На 4000. Дистанция не меняется.
Still can't see him. The one guy, which looked like his wingman, is committed to me though.
124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 149. Удаление.
So you can see I was banking off to my right here, and he's still behind me. That guy is committed to me. He wants me dead. He's coming in. I'm hoping I can drag him into these mountains again. It's always a dangerous place to follow you know, essentially a Chinese plane, but pretty much a Russian aircraft, anything really with data link and an electro-optical system. It's always dangerous to follow these guys into a mountain area, so I'm hoping we can do that. I'm going to offset to the left here a little bit, crank to the left, and see if he will change his bearing again, because then I 100% know he's committed to me. Alright, yeah, you can see him. See him on the data link there?
Pull up.
He's still completely on me.
Pull up.
That guy is totally committed. And he's got me defensive. Now I'm in the mountain lines here. I don't like these mountains. They're not high enough. I'm going to try to get off the bigger ones off in the distance there. I still can't make any kind of visual confirmation.
124-й, первый. Обнаружена цель. 137. Удаление 100 на 500. Дистанция не меняется.
Notice how he's still like perfectly on my 6 o'clock as I drag him into these mountains. If I turn around before I break the lock, I'm going to be in trouble. I have to break the lock and make sure he can't see me as I turn around in the mountains and try to sneak up on him again. Again, make sure, notice how the radar is off. Okay, still got my electro-optical system on. We're getting really low in here. I don't know how high he is, so I'm trying to be as low as I can be.
Pull up. Pull up.
124-й, первый. Обнаружена цель. 125. Удаление 110 на 1000. Дистанция
Okay,
не меняется.
you can see I'm pulling off in front and he still hasn't changed his bearing. So it's likely he can't see me anymore. Staying low again. Yeah, he lost me. He doesn't know where I am anymore.
Pull up.
And I'm kind of starting to push my fuel situation, so I gotta sort this out quick, or I just gotta go home. I would like another kill though, but I also don't want to get greedy.
124-й, первый. Обнаружена цель. 137. Удаление 90 на 2000. Сближайтесь. Enfield 1-4. Unable to clear for takeoff.
Alright, here we go. That guy definitely lost me.
Enfield 1-4. Пирата, you are clear for takeoff already. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 129. Удаление
119. Остановитесь.
не меняется.
119. Остановитесь.
Pull up. Pull up.
119. Остановитесь.
Pull up.
124.
119. Остановитесь.
4-0. Удаление
119. Остановитесь.
Сближайтесь.
119. Остановитесь.
139. Удаление
119. Остановитесь.
на 4000.
119. Продолжайте руление.
Pull up.
Okay, so yeah, this guy definitely has lost track on me here. His buddy off in the back to the left has me locked up, but he does not. So I'm hoping I can quickly sneak up on him, kill him, and then bug out of here as fast as I possibly can.
119. Взлет запрещен.
There are so many guys coming here.
119. Лачуга. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. По давлению 753,22.
I'm scanning low, I don't see him. We're gonna push back up to scan zone 0. And then scan zone 1 and 2, 3. There he is, I see him. I got him locked up on EO. He does not see me. Looks like he's fired. I don't know who he's firing at. That looked like a harm. Fox 3.
124. Первый. Цель рядом.
There we go, splash. That's 6. That's 6 kills today. Alright. That's it for me. I'm headed home. I can't do any more.
Clear to taxi to runway 12.
There's nothing else I can do. All the other friendlies in the air are gonna have to take care of those 3 or 4 targets that were coming in behind me. It's time for me to go home while I'm still alive, and I don't want to get greedy, so that's it. Yeah, there's that friendly. They're already engaging something back there. Alright. They'll be fine.
Springfield 1-1. Clear to taxi to runway 12.
There's a lot of action out here today. Go ahead and let everyone know we're coming in.
124古达乌塔飞行航向3栋1方位，距离1场压29.65，跑道1到起落航线高度。124目视良好，联系塔台。
124. Первый. Обнаружена новая цель. 118. Удаление 60 на 500. Дистанция не меняется. 124. Первый. Обнаружена цель. 151. Удаление 180 на 4000. Дистанция не меняется. Удаление 35 на 500. Дистанция не меняется.
There I go, I'm getting locked up by the Americans as I try to land. So yeah, they've pushed really close to the Russian home base here. Hopefully I can get on the ground before I get killed.
124古达乌塔，检查起落架，风向动65，风速3米每秒，跑道15。
119. Остановитесь. 119. Остановитесь. 119. Остановитесь. 119. Остановитесь.
124. Первый.
119. Остановитесь.
Удаление 40.
119. Остановитесь.
优2
119. Остановитесь.
优2
119. Остановитесь. 1.
Alright guys, here is our tac view for our little fight. This is me over here, I'm taking off. Now remember we had two targets in front of us. We have Timber Stiffy, F-15C, and we have some guy that I have no idea how to say his name. So I'm just gonna call him Dan. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna come in. And you know, they were both showing up on data link and they're both turn around. Dan here turns around. Timber Stiffy's already he was already hot. Now you know, I talked about this in the video, I don't like to fight American aircraft over the water, okay, because it doesn't give me a lot of room to hide behind mountains and things like that, and it also makes it much easier for the radar to scan and find everything. Now, as many of you may already know, the American radars on the airplanes are much more superior than anything the Russians have. So what happens here is, like, I mean, I will stay over the water if I know the guy doesn't see me, but as soon as he sees me, as soon as he picks me up on radar, like, I'm out of there. And the other reason for that is because they fire Fox 3s, they can just turn cold. And my Fox 3, the R77, is not good enough to go against an A120. Possibly an A120B, you know, but still, even then, I don't like the chances of that. I like to use my Fox 1, and me firing a Fox 1 requires me to stay hot on the target, and that makes it much easier for their Fox 3 and gives them the ability to fire a Fox 3 and then go cold, which makes it much easier for them to escape my Fox 1. Okay, so I hope you followed all of that logic there. So I got two F-15s, and I'm making the assumption that this is an A120C. You know, I didn't know it was a B variant. So, you know, I turned cold. Turning cold is one of the best ways to ensure that you don't get hit by a missile. And, you know, I get out of there. As I come into the mountains, if you remember, we run into an F-15 who turns out to be a guy by the name of Just the Tip, and we're gonna shoot him down. He looks like he's hanging out in the mountains here, looking for somebody to take off from here and head to the mountains so he can ambush them. So obviously I'm gonna clear him out of the mountains. I'm gonna hit him with an R27ER. He's gonna break defensive. I don't think he saw me until it was already too late, and he's gonna eat that Fox 1. Okay, so that's the first kill of the day. Now at this point I'm gonna try to re-engage the targets, hoping that, you know, they've moved a little bit closer to the mountains, which is gonna give me more options. As I do that, you can see Timber Stiffy here is back on the offensive against me, and he looks committed here, and he's gonna fire off, I believe, an A120B. There it is, A120B once again. As I try to turn cold here, which is what I was gonna do, I was gonna head back into the mountains, this missile ends up, like, the tone just stops, you know, and it turns out to be right here actually where the missile seems to go stupid for some reason. I don't exactly know why, and it's also partially the fact that it has no speed. So Now all of these little twists and turns behind the peaks of mountains and stuff, it looks like Timber Stiffy has lost his lock, and I'm able to slide in right behind him, and there's a little bit of lag, which is what I believe saves him from my original Fox 2. My second Fox 2 hits the side of this mountain here, so then I'm on his 6 o'clock, and I'm waiting for him to be a decent height over the mountain because I want to hit him with a Fox 1, and I don't want him to, you know, be able to hide behind a mountain peak. So as we come over, you know, the ridge of the mountain line, I decide that's good. I'm going to give him a Fox 1. And look at this nice little maneuver. Now at this distance, this was 4 nautical miles that I fired that, okay? This is almost a 99% hit with an R27ER, even if the target is cold, okay? Unless he can do something really creative, which is what he does. Right, you see that? That's very nice. We'll turn off labels. See that? That was beautiful. Except unfortunately, he ends up in a Mach 1.1 dive straight towards the ground, and that's a maneuver kill for me. Alright, now remember how I said there was a guy that was high above me? That's freedom units right here. And I had a guess that he was like directly above me, which is why I wasn't too scared. Because, you know, his radar can't look like exactly underneath him. It has to be a little bit in front. So I knew that I had more time to deal with this guy, and I picked up a target in front, which I end up being really happy that I went for these guys, because I thought it was one guy, and then I thought it was 2, and then I thought it was 1, and it turned out to be 2. My original lock is on Genesis here, and I fire off a Fox 2 Heat Seeker R27 ET, but what happens is the missile tracks for his wingman Delta when I was aiming for him. So the R27 ET is going to get a splash on Delta. That's kill number 3. Genesis is going to see that his wingman just exploded for no reason without warning, so he's immediately going to go defensive. He's going to make the assumption that, you know, somebody is shooting them from behind, and he doesn't seem to be able to get visual on this launch because he doesn't flare, and he's going to end up eating an R27 ET at Mach 2.6. Bam. Okay, so that's kill number 4, and at this point I'm going to turn my attention back to freedom units. Even though it looks like he should be able to see me, I think he's scanning a little too far out. Okay, because essentially it's way too easy to get behind him here. You know, like I think I just see, like, look, I think he's scanning too far in front again, right? And that's why you got to be so careful with your scan zones. You got to constantly play with them, push them up, push them down. The more you play with your scan zone, the better the image you can paint for yourself, and the more situational awareness you're going to have. Okay, so things like this don't happen to you. Now, I managed to slip in under what I believe is his scan zone, and I'm going to get right up on a 6 o'clock here, and he's got no chance at this point. Like, he should probably just eject. And I'm going to hit him with an R73 Fox 2. That's kill number 5. And I believe 5 is how much it takes to become an ace. So, there we go. Kill number 5. I got enough fuel. This is the MiG-21 situation where we try to IFF the MiG. I end up making visual confirmation that he was a friendly. And you can see that he was doing some turns with me. So he probably was also a little freaked out. And he was checking to see if I was friend or foe. General vicinity here. Luckily, we don't, do any red on red fire, and we both go along our ways. Once again, I'm over the water. which I don't mind being, again, as long as I can slip in under someone's radar. It's perfect. Unfortunately, I don't manage that because they turn, both of them actually commit to me. They see me, I'm going to go cold. Now, I did think that they were a little bit closer than they are. This is just a tip. He was the original guy we killed in the mountains back here. He is 33 nautical miles, which, I don't know, I mean, it's not close and it's not really far. He's at 20,000 feet and I'm at 1,200 feet, which means I had enough room to turn around, but I still didn't want to really face him over the water. You know what I mean? Like, he would have had the advantage. He was clearly looking low enough and I wasn't going to be able to sneak in underneath him. So, especially not at the ranges that I was at. So, what I decided to do is just drag him into the mountain area, see if I can kill him. At the very least, I want to break his lock on me in order to screw with his situational awareness. And once I do that, my plan was to obviously come around and hit him from a side that he wasn't looking at. So that's what I'm going to do here. I push into this little alleyway, and as you can see, as soon as I enter this valley here, you know, there's no way that he can get a radar signature off on me and pick me up. So I'm going to stay below the mountains and I'm going to come around on his flank here, and he seems to just given up and looks like he's committed onto one of these SAM sites. If you're ever chasing a guy and you end up losing him, I wouldn't recommend just switching to another target. You know, you got to try to find that guy because he's probably trying to pull some sneaky stuff on you. You know what I mean? You should at least be aware of what he's trying to do. Now, had he known that, he would have maybe, you know, broke off from here, maybe not gotten so close, because he should be guessing that the guy he was chasing just disappeared. He should assume that he's setting some sort of ambush for you, you know, which is essentially what's going on here. I'm going to come out on his 3 o'clock and he's got no way of seeing me. I'm low. He doesn't know where I am, and I'm still radar off. I got electro-optical on, and I'm just going to sneak up right on him. And in the last second, I'm going to hit radar on, and I'm going to hit him with an R77. This is the Fox 3 I was talking about earlier. And he's going to go defensive, but it's way too late. And he's going to end up being kill number 6. And that's that. That's 6 kills in 1 flight. I believe that's a record for me personally. Let me know if you guys have done better. I'm sure many of you out there have done better. We all have good days when we fly. But yeah, that's my personal record, and I'm very pleased that I was able to record it and show it off. I'm pretty proud of it. Alright guys, so that's going to be the video for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.